Good afternoon all. The HOD of Chemical Engineering Department, the chief guests are arriving now. All are requested to take your seats. And before the session starts, I request you all to kindly switch off your mobile phones. Good afternoon all, respected dignitaries, faculty members, graduates and parents. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Chemical Engineering Department to the 56th Convocation of IIT Madras. I now request the head of the Chemical Engineering Department, Professor R. Nagarajan, to address this august assembly.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the first ever department level convocation at IIT Madras. A special welcome to our chief guest, Sri Murugappan, a longtime friend of the Institute and more recently a member of the advisory board for the department. And a welcome to all the students, parents, faculty and staff assembled here. I will now present a brief report on key developments in the department over the past year. In 2019, that is this year, we had 20 PhD and 7 MS scholars, 28 MTech students, 22 dual degree students, and 62 BTech students receiving their degrees for a total of 139, a record number for our department. Professor Kannan completed his 3-year term as head of the department in October of 2018 and was succeeded by myself, Nagarajan. I want to thank Professor Kannan and all heads who came before him for guiding the department to the preeminent position that it finds itself in today. The Chemical Engineering Department at IIT Madras has always been regarded highly and consistently finds itself ranked among the top 100 globally. Our currently serving faculty and retired faculty have contributed significantly to this rise and are to be duly acknowledged. Professor Sai retired in June 2019 after a long and stellar career, and 3 new faculty have come on board, Dr. Raj Srinivasan, Dr. Jitin John Varghese, and most recently, Dr. Himanshu Goyal. With this, we have 31 faculty members in our ranks, with 1 more slated to join in November of 2019. We also hosted 2 visiting professors as occupants of the Chevron chair, Professor Sanat Kumar from Columbia University and Professor Dominic Bonvin from EPFL. The research ecosystem in the department continues to grow more robust as postdoctoral fellows and PhD MS candidates grow in number. With 129 PhDs and 22 MS students on roll, the average research group per faculty is 5, a healthy metric indeed. Of these, 68 have joined since January 2017, indicating an accelerating trend that bodes well for the future. The PDF count has steadily increased over the past 3 years and now exceeds 15. The department continues to add state-of-the-art research equipment, including a Leica SP8 confocal laser scanning microscope, QSense Explorer, a modular QCMD instrument, advanced flow reactor from Corning, a 60 MHz benchtop NMR, and a ferroelectric test station and spectrophlorimeter. The summer fellowship program, in which we host outstanding pre-final year undergraduates as research interns over a 2-month period, saw 11 participants this year being guided by our faculty. Many of them are expected to pursue postgraduate research. Research in our department continues to be of high caliber and high impact. Some examples. Professor Pushpavanam and his team have developed a zero-discharge technology to recover precious metals from printed circuit boards present in electronic waste. This is based on the selective dissolution of different metals when contacted with acids of varying concentrations. The 3 major metals, copper, lead, and tin, are recovered. A demo unit to process 10 kg is being set up with the help of BHEL. Professor Srinivas Jayanti and his team of researchers have made an India-first indigenously designed and fabricated 2 kilowatt vanadium redox flow battery stack as part of an imprint project. It has a round-trip energy efficiency of 75% at an operating current density of 75 milliamps per centimeter squared and can be operated at power densities of up to 200 milliwatts per centimeter square. As part of a UAY project with BHEL as an industry partner, Dr. Vinu and his students have developed a novel 20 kilowatt hour rotary combustor with emission treatment system in NCCRD, National Center for Combustion Research and Development, to completely burn unsegregated MSW with high moisture content. This is the first of its kind for MSW treatment, and a scaled up version of 100 kilowatt thermal is going to be set up in BHEL Trichy plant. Sridhar Kumar Narasimhan and co-workers have developed wireless devices based on LoRa technology to automate remote monitoring and control of large-scale water distribution networks. Currently, field-level implementation of this technology is being carried out via a multi-village rural water scheme in Palghar district and at BHEL Trichy. A project for remote monitoring of 300 village tanks in Ramanathapuram district has been sanctioned by the Tamil Nadu government. We continue to attract excellent undergraduates into our own BTech and dual degree programs, with nearly 20% of the admitted students now being female, among the highest in the institute. Our incoming class size is now 99. Graduating students continue to pursue a variety of career options, ranging from startups to core industry positions, from fintech to manufacturing analytics. Postgraduate study options, including IIMs and graduate schools in India and abroad. Roughly a third of our PhDs are finding employment in industry, with another third landing postdoctoral fellowships and the rest taking up academic positions. Our faculty members maintain a high and sustained level of technical vitality. An average of 4 journal papers have been published per faculty over the past 5 years, with 45% of the publications and 59% of citations being in the top 20% of journals in the field. 6 patents have been filed in the past year, with 1 being an international PCT. Books published during the past year include Computational Fluid Dynamics for Engineers and Scientists by Professor Srinivas Jayanti and Mathematical Modeling for Underground Coal Gasification by Professor Preeti Agalayam. 2 short-term courses have been offered: Development of Chemical Engineering Thermodynamics Laboratory for Undergraduates by T. Ranganathan and Idera Jamani, and Thermochemical Conversion of Biomass for Energy and Fuels by Dr. Vinu and Dr. Ajneesh Kumar. 4 conferences were organized on campus in the past academic year: ChemSimp and ChemClave in 2018, ChemPlus in March 2019, and Soft Matter Symposium in January 2019. Our industry relations and international collaborations have never been stronger. Several faculty are involved in Government of India schemes such as UAY, Imprint, and Spark, which promote industrial and international engagement. Our 2019-20 industry partners include Ashok Leyland, Shell, GAIL, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, Cummins India, and ExxonMobil. Sponsoring agencies include MHRD, DST, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises. Several international faculty visited the department for research collaboration and co-teaching. 2 Gyan courses were offered involving Professor J. Lee from KAIST, Korea, and Professor Eliseo M. Ranzi from Politecnico di Milano, Italy. Dr. Arvind Kumar Chandran and his co-investigators, Professor Rangasamy and Dr. Sahu, have been jointly funded by Swiss National Foundation and Department of Biotechnology, India, to work on biophotovoltaics, with the Swiss partner being EPFL. Our students and faculty continue to be high achievers whose accomplishments receive widespread acclaim. Ms. Sharanya Sriram and Mr. Bincy George Abraham received the Technical Excellence Award for their project titled Sustainable Zero Energy Prototype for Desalination Coupled Wastewater Treatment at Carbon Zero Challenge 2018. Ms. Amrita received the Keshav Ranganath Award for Excellence in Research in July 2018. Mr. Aditya Nanda was a member of the IIT Madras student team that won 2nd place in the international event, MooHack, the global mobility hackathon conducted by Niti Aayog, Government of India, in September 2018. Mr. Sarin John and Mr. Siddharth Singh were part of Team Anveshak that won 1st place at the Indian Rover Challenge 2019, held in Manipal in January 2019. Mr. Mohammad Ayub Sharif, PhD student, secured the 3rd highest rank in the UPSC exams conducted in July 2018. Mr. T. Akhil and Mr. J. Anish, students of the department, bagged 3rd place in the Waste Management Innovation Challenge organized as part of UK India Social Innovation Challenge held on February 12, 2019. Among our faculty members, Dr. Vinu received the Early Career Research and Development Award in April 2018, INSA Medal for Young Scientists in December 2018, and NASI Young Scientist Platinum Jubilee Award 2018 by National Academy of Sciences, India in Allahabad in September 2018. Professor Raghu Rangasamy received the Dr. YBG Verma Award for Excellence in Teaching during Alum Night on July 19th and 2018. And by the way, Dr. Niket Kaisare received the same award last night in Alum Night 2019. Professor Raghu Rangasamy was also appointed as Institute Chair in April 2019. Dr. Rajneesh Kumar was recognized in November 2018 by Web of Science and Clarivate Analytics as a 2018 highly cited researcher, one of only 10 Indians in the list of top 4,000 around the world. Professor Pushpanam received the Haikal ChemCon Distinguished Speaker Award in December 2018. I was appointed as Alumni Community Chair Professor in May 2018 and received an award for Distinguished Service to Alumni in IIT Madras Alumni Association's Sangam Confluence for Impact in September 2018. I also received the Eminent Engineer Award from the Institution of Engineers, India in October 2018. Several novel initiatives were undertaken in the past year to ensure that the department continued its march towards global eminence. An advisory board was formed with representatives from industry and academia who could help define a roadmap for the department. 2 meetings have been held thus far, and solar desalination has emerged as a research area to focus on based on the deliberations. 3 of the board members are alumni, underlining the strong alumni connect that the department enjoys. In order to enhance communication, indeed life skills of our MTech students and research scholars, a weekly training program has been organized with Dr. Sumati Narayanan as the trainer. And in fact, this course has received glowing feedback from all the students whom I talked to last week. A PG Students Lounge has been created to enable social interaction. An Introduction to Chemical Engineering course is being offered to second semester undergraduate students to kindle interest in the multifaceted aspects of chemical engineering. Classroom lectures by faculty and industry resources are combined with industry visits to give that hands-on experience. It has been an honor to present this inaugural report, the first of its kind at the first ever departmental convocation. I look forward to glorious days ahead for the department, for the institute, and for all the graduates venturing forth. Best wishes and best of luck.
A very good afternoon and a warm welcome to all. It is my pleasure to present a brief introduction of our chief guest for the day, Shri M.M. Murugappan. Shri Murugappan serves as the Executive Chairman of the Corporate and Supervisory Board of the Murugappa Group. He chairs the boards of Coromandel International Limited, Tube Investments of India, Carborundum Universal, and the Cholamandalam Mitsui Sumitomo General Insurance Company Limited of the Murugappa Group. After a brief stint in the field of environmental engineering design in the United States, Shri Murugappan joined Carborundum Universal in the year 1979. In January 2004, he took over as chairman of Carborundum Universal, playing a pivotal role in transforming it into an international company. He has broken new ground in positioning it as a technology and innovation-driven organization. His strategic approach towards business partnerships with global leaders has been one of the key factors contributing to their consistent growth internationally. In April 2006, Shri Murugappan was appointed chairman of Tube Investments of India. At TII, he is very involved in developing a strong engineering-focused business to address opportunities in the transportation sector as a critical component supplier. Here too, he has facilitated relationships with global leaders and has encouraged research, innovation, and strong customer partnerships. As a trustee of the group's AMM Foundation, he is actively involved in the development of various citizenship initiatives, particularly in education, healthcare, performing arts, and sport. Shri Murugappan is an independent director on the boards of companies outside the Murugappa Group, such as Mahindra & Mahindra Limited, Mumbai, and Sient Limited, Hyderabad. We are particularly grateful to Shri Murugappan for his various roles at IITM over the years. He served on the Board of Governors of IIT Madras during 2005-2011, when he enabled many industry academic partnerships. He now serves on the board of the IIT Madras Research Park and is a mentor to many companies incubated there. Of course, you've heard Professor Nagarajan mention that he's a member of the advisory board for our department, the Department of Chemical Engineering, IIT Madras. Shri Murugappan holds a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from the AC College of Technology, University of Madras, India, and a Master of Science degree in, you guessed it, chemical engineering from the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan, USA. He's a member of both the American and Indian Institutes of Chemical Engineers and the Plastics and Rubber Institute. He was recently elected as a fellow member of the Indian Ceramic Society. Sir, you've always been a pillar of support to our department. We are ecstatic to have the honor of presenting you as the chief guest for the first ever Chemical Engineering Department Convocation at IIT Madras. We thank you from the bottoms of our collective hearts for agreeing to give your valuable time to us on this historic occasion. May I now request you to address the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, Shri M. Murugappan. Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti, for this most embarrassing introduction. But I can tell you that all of it is true because I wrote it myself. This morning, we all had the privilege of our Prime Minister being amidst us. A great honor to IIT Madras. But this afternoon, you will only have the privilege of a fellow chemical engineer. So, amongst all you fellow chemical engineers, let me attempt to at least provide a lively prelude to this very solemn ceremony, the first of its kind, the 56th Convocation of IIT Madras, and the first departmental convocation. All of you are familiar with cartoons? Yes? Professor Nagarajan, you have a very serious bunch of a graduating class. But anyway, there's a great eminent cartoonist, a fellow called Gary Trudeau. He said, graduation speeches were invented largely in the belief that outgoing students like yourselves should never be released into this world without being properly sedated. Hopefully, my message will not reflect this tradition. Professor Nagarajan, the head of Department of Chemical Engineering, members of the faculty and staff of the Department of Chemical Engineering, the graduating class of 2019, proud parents, families and friends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. For me, it's indeed a rare honor and a unique privilege to stand before you this afternoon, because I stand before you in one of our country's finest institutions, if not the finest institution. As head of department, Professor Nagarajan, and members of your faculty, you have helped shape India's brightest minds. And as the graduating class, you're on the threshold of your respective careers. You're armed and endowed with good education, which emphasizes both academic excellence and, more than that, true content of character. Your department, as Professor Nagarajan just mentioned, has won many accolades, has made great strides, has made tremendous achievements. And to all of you, to the department, to the faculty, and to the graduating class, many, many congratulations once again on all your achievements. Well done. And thank you, Professor Nagarajan, for the opportunity to share a few glimpses of my learnings in life. You know, as I stand before you, my thoughts go back to my own graduation, more than 4 decades ago. Our graduation speaker that day was a Japanese gentleman, the late Professor Saburo Okita. He was a great economist, and later on he went to become the foreign minister of Japan. And almost all that he said that day was completely alien to me. Because here I was as a graduate engineer, I was eager to pursue a career in academics and research, despite being born into a business family. Our origins as a family were very humble. My family hails from a small village called Pallatur, which is south of Trichy. But the seeds of business by my forefathers was sown in Burma, which is now called Myanmar. And this was over a century ago. And coming back to Professor Okita's address, it was centered around a new global order. And this is 40 years ago, centered around a new global order, which emphasized friendship and cooperation between the developed countries of the world. United States at that time, Europe, Japan, and an emerging China. He also spoke about, in very casual terms, about the emergence of the ASEAN and India and their aspirations towards economic and social growth. Many years later, since that graduation day 4 decades ago, and upon reflection, and perhaps caused by greater wisdom, if I put India into this equation, the whole region, the Asia-Pacific region, has gained a lot of economic strength and a new social order. Today, this region, which we are all part of, covers more than 1/3 of global trade and development and progress. And more than anything else, the growth in aspirations of people, and people like yourselves who are graduating today. And this region, the Asia-Pacific region, is the fastest growing region of the world. And I say this to all of you because you are entering a profession and a world which is the fastest growing economies. Now, while I say this, and I want to say this to you young people, is that the world has also been engulfed in trade wars, protectionism, changing geopolitical equations, changing socio-economic equations, and it's very difficult to comprehend this. Sadly, some parts of the world, and some parts of India as well, experience a horrifying spiral of violence and counter-violence, death and destruction, the widening gaps between the haves and the have-nots. Demographics are changing, and with more and more younger people coming into the workforce, and simultaneously aging populations to be cared for. Now, why do I say this to all of you as graduating chemical engineers? There is a dimension to your lives, your professions, much above what you think. If you look around us and the recent trends in climatic conditions, it's very clear that climate change is a reality, and we are experiencing this in our country, and which is diminishing fundamental needs such as potable water and clean air. The world that seemingly presents many difficulties also presents all of you tremendous opportunities, because your role as graduating engineers and the graduates of the class of 2019 of IIT Madras, you have a tremendous role and responsibility to resolve some of these problems that our country and the world faces. Developed nations grew on the backdrop of innovation, free flow of ideas and talent, the spirit of free enterprise, and the efficient use of natural resources. This is how the developed nations grew. India cannot lag far behind. And with people like yourselves and the kind of support that you have received from your parents, from your families, and from the faculty, India cannot be left far behind. The challenges will be of building human capital. And thus, there are many needs for wonderful institutions of not only technology, but education, enterprise, economics, and social development. As graduates of the IIT Madras Department of Chemical Engineering, you step into this world. A world where there are seemingly difficulties, but a world with tremendous opportunity. Now you superimpose science and technology into all this, and even newer opportunities will emerge. And the challenge before you is to navigate this world of opportunity in a very dynamic and rapidly changing environment. So please don't look at your careers as just jobs. Look upon it as what you can do in terms of creating path-breaking opportunities and resolving complex problems. And unless you do it, India will not be able to create enduring institutions like the IIT Madras. And even if you take the evolution of IIT Madras and you take the evolution of chemical engineering as such, and you look at this with a view towards the future, many thoughts come to mind. How did our profession evolve? For over a century, chemical engineering evolved from industrial chemistry to unit operations, to material and energy balances, to thermodynamics, process control, to applied kinetics, process design, to transport phenomena, process dynamics, then to process engineering, and computation and analysis to aid all of this. I was part of this evolution in the 70s. But what has happened after that has been phenomenal. It's been tremendous interdisciplinary work and disruptions in the form of new materials, new processes, molecular processes, bio and nanotechnology, and all this requires new skills that you have as graduating chemical engineers. And these skills don't require any national boundaries because you can now collaborate with people all over the world. And piece this together with sustainable development. It actually challenges the frontiers of not just chemical engineering, but the whole engineering discipline. It requires versatility to meet these challenges if we are to create new products and processes and manage technical operations in industry while developing a great in-depth understanding at the molecular level. There was a visiting professor who told me during our undergraduate program, at that time, 40 years ago, he said, put yourself in the place of that molecule. Imagine that you're that molecule. And then try to figure out what all is happening at that interface. So this created a spark in terms of trying to understand the depth of what was required. And clearly, at IIT Madras, the kind of education that you have had, the kind of assessments, I know that you've spent long nights, I know that you have classified some of your courses as blood, sweat, and tears. But nevertheless, if you reflect and introspect on it and superimpose your knowledge, your imagination, your talents, I think the opportunities are enormous. When I embarked on pursuing a career after graduation, my whole thought of entering academics and research was blown away by tragedy, by the untimely demise of my father, who was more a friend to my brother and I. But since he was a friend, we carry this learning even to our children. But although I went into industry, I kept in touch with academics. And IIT Madras has given me a great opportunity to keep that contact and connection, though may not be at a very detailed scientific level, but certainly at the level of policy development and encouragement of young people like yourself, both at the institute and at the research park. And if I reflect on all my training, be it academics or in industry, I would like to share with you 3 learnings that I've had. My first learning is never to underestimate anyone. Never to underestimate anyone. And I'll share a brief story with you. I was sitting in the first quiz of my fluid mechanics class. Familiar subject? Painful subject? Who is teaching that, Nagarajan? So I was sitting in this first quiz of my fluid mechanics class. So we were examined on conceptual clarity. We were examined on analytical ability. So I made slightly more than class average. So therefore, it was fine. There was no conversations to be had with my professor. My next seat neighbor was a rather portly fellow, and his center of gravity fell outside his base. So he was quite a dangly fellow. Nobody bothered about him. He could not speak English properly. And we were reviewing our answer papers. And I had just a score marginally above class average. This guy had the perfect score. So I asked him, I said, what is it that you eat? He said, plenty of meat. So then I knew that I was at a disadvantage. But then as talking to him, we started comparing notes, and he explained to me how I had overlooked a very simple concept, which he had taken down. He went down to fundamentals and he actually explained this to me. And I will never forget, this stands green in my memory as to why he got the perfect score and I did not. And from that day, I said, I will never underestimate anyone. And it has stood me well greatly. My next learning in life is actually learning to learn. And our Prime Minister very interestingly spoke this morning, saying about lifelong learning. And this is what makes my life fulfilling and continues to add great value to me. I've had excellent teachers like all of you at school, at university, with colleagues in the institutions I work, both in business and public life, workers on the shop floor, warmth of family, fondness of friendship, and all of them have enormously added to my repository of knowledge. And to add to this, love, fondness, compassion, good leadership, responsible citizenship. And I think we are all blessed to have this great opportunity, particularly since you've studied at IIT. But provided you're willing to learn. And I don't know how many of you watch TED Talks. You do? TED Talks on YouTube. One of my favorites on TED Talks is a fellow called Simon Sinek. Have you heard of Simon? He's a tremendous guy. And if you go through some of his transcripts, and he always says, it's very easy to say, what do I want to do? And then the next question is, how do I want to do it? Crack that exam. How do you want to do it? But I think the most insightful that Simon Sinek says is, why do you do what you do? Why do you do what you do? It's not about just getting past an examination or graduating from IIT, that there is a purpose in life as to why you do what you do. And if you asked your parents that, they actually wanted to make you all better citizens. And this is something that we need to reflect on. And my third learning is to develop a worldview, particularly in an interconnected world. Develop a worldview and build lasting relationships. Because the challenges of the 21st century will be beyond societal, environmental, and technological. And technology will help you address these challenges, but you cannot do it in isolation. Technology-based entrepreneurial talent will drive future economic growth. Technology-based entrepreneurial talent will drive future economic growth. You have many wonderful examples at the IIT, particularly at the Research Park, where I've been privy to many things as it develops. Collaborative work will be the order of the day. Collaborative work across academia, with industry, and between educational institutions. Only then can we deal with all the challenges that we are confronted with. But apart from all this, technology, science, socio-economic order, geopolitical equations, whatever it may be, there is something at the core. The core is the human being. And I quote here what the CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, had to say to a graduating class. And he says, science is a search in the darkness. Humanities is a candle that shows us where we have been and forewarns us of the danger that lies ahead. So whatever you do, graduating class, keep people at the core. And this finally brings me to what drives us in industry. Industry is something that we are seen as creating jobs, creating wealth, making the world a better place to live in. But what really drives us? It's not technology, it's not science, it's not cleverness, it's not something that we have a bright spark and tomorrow we bring or make it a brilliant business. It's not that. It's about certain prerequisites. What we call in our business are 5 lights. These are essentially values. Values that your parents have taught you, values that your teachers have taught you right through school and university and through IIT. And I will share with you our 5 lights. And we put ourselves through this test every day and even when we are in doubt. First is the light of integrity. To value professional and personal integrity. To earn trust with every one of your actions. The next is passion. To have a healthy desire to achieve stretch goals while striving constantly to improve and be energetic always. I see all of you got that spark in you. Be energetic, be passionate. The next is quality. Take ownership of your work and unfailingly meet the highest standards of quality. If you got into IIT, you were screened. You are amongst the best in our nation. You are the students of highest quality. Don't let up. Take pride in excellence. Respect. Respect the dignity of every individual. Be open and transparent. Provide equal opportunities for everyone to progress. And finally, responsibility. Be responsible citizens. Make a difference to the environment and change lives for the better. And do this with all humility. You are graduates of India's finest institution, the IIT Madras. Acclaimed and accredited not once but 4 times in a row. You're amongst the best in the world. Your teachers have not only imparted education, but have shared their knowledge and cared for you as much as your parents did. You are privileged and you're empowered. And you're all this in an interconnected world which can both do good and can do harm. Work towards a higher order as your final meaning and purpose. And as you leave IIT Madras and your parent department of chemical engineering, you have a world of opportunity seeking your unique skills. You're a privileged part of an aspiring nation. Don't wither it away. You're a privileged part of India, an aspiring nation. Don't wither it away. May your lives and careers be most rewarding and fulfilling, and may you take all our obstacles in your way with a smile. Simply stated, have a vision for yourselves. Control your destiny because security is in your ability and nothing else. Control your destiny. Security is in your ability and nothing else. And the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, and the Department of Chemical Engineering has helped you build it. And I'm certain that you will do yourselves, your families, your teachers, your institution, and our nation proud. Congratulations once again, and very best wishes, ladies and gentlemen.
So thank you, Mr. Murugappan, for that uplifting and enlightening talk. As always, it was a great pleasure to listen to you. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation to come as our first chief guest. I will now announce the names of the graduates and the awardees. As your names are called out, please come to the dais and receive your prize and degrees from the chief guest. We will start with the two awardees who are receiving their awards at the department convocation. The first is MV Purna Sai Abhishek, MTech Catalysis Program, highest CGPA. The second prize winner is Somnath Patra, also MTech Chemical Engineering. And now our PhD graduates, Saraswati G. Rahul Trivedi. Divakar G. Anjali TG. Avinash Sahu. Neetu Thomas. Purnima. Abhishek Kumar Gupta. Bala Shamala B. Bincy George Abraham. Tirumala Rao M. Deepa Elizabeth Epen. Indu Chanchal. Ribu Gautam. Busigari Rajasekhar Reddy. Chinta Sivadurga Prasad. Atada Eraya. Binu TV. Now our MS graduates, Darshak Kumar DM, Garima, oops, Devi Raghavi V, Akhil Gopinath, now our MTech graduates, Dilip Kumar Tiwari, Syama S, Adnan Khan, Shadaram Sai Kishore, Malayalwar Pralay Bandopant, Manish Kumar, Sheshan Bhimrao Meshram, Neetu Verma, Phillips Prince Pockart, Podupu Prem Kumar Reddy, Sayan Halder, Sita Raman Kotandaraman, Sheikh Karishma, Subham Kumar, Anne Mary Jose, Anand Kumar, Chaure Sanket Sundar Rao, Kurle Mayuri Malinath, Mohammad Talha Tahir, now dual degree graduates, Ashwin V, S. Kiran Jyoti. Abhishek R. Akhil T. Anugrahit Kerin Karketa. Binaykia Rishabh Rajkumar. Farzeen K. Lavlesh Raj. Nitin N. Shah Parth Deval Kumar. Shantam Jain. Tanya Agarwal. Vedula Murli Manohar. Venkata Kaushik Gattupalli. Yadav Ritik Ranjan. Karan Jeswani. And we have one BTech Honors graduate, Pooja Kumar. And now the regular BTechs, Manchala Kumar Srinivas. On. Sai Kumar Bolapalli. Abhinav Yu. Abhishek Ashok Katak Gaon. Aditya Nanda. Ajit S. Akundi Sahiti Srijana. Anuj Bankar. Anurag Rathore. Arun Satyan, Bhagati Pratudar, Vaijayanti Pradhan, Sucharita Bhukia, Chandrai Kisku, Durga, Gutula Hari Chandana, Harijana Om Prakash, Irinki Tripura Venkatadurga Anupama, Jayanta Kumar Moharana, K. Havishma Haranath, Prashant Kumar K. Vamsi Varma Khalidindi, Lella Om Sai Krishna Madhav, M. Sudarshan, Abhirami Muttumani, Manikanta Nandala, Manish Kumar Meena, Mucharla Jaswant Sai Venkat, N. Sai Prashant, Nagarkar Ranjit Shailendra, Navya G, Padwa Pankaj Tukaram, Paras Kumar, Patel Meet Anil Kumar, Patlot Boja Naik, Penke John Finehas, Peramu Tony Prashant. Pinoju Sri Charan. Potaraju Vishnu Teja. Pradeep Balambettu Pai. Pooja Ravichandran. Rishabh Surana. Rohit B. Samyak Jain. Soham Sarkar. Saumya Senapati. Tikar Ram Sridhar. Vineet Gopakumar. And we have one more MTech graduate, Sweta Vasudevan. If there is anybody here whose name has not yet been called, please stay back after the national anthem, and you will be receiving your degree today from our chief guest. Thank you so much, Mr. Murugappa.
I request Professor Nagarajan, HOD of Chemical Engineering Department, to hand over the memento to our Honorable Chief Guest. I, Prajitayam, PhD scholar of Chemical Engineering Department, would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the graduates on their outstanding achievements. So next is closing ceremony. So